Hey, welcome to Cine Year 2021. My name is Valentina V from Aputure, and we have Dylan here from Chamera. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Nice to meet you. You have the most fashionable Christmas mask on.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Getting good vibes from you.
Yeah, no, in the middle, well, summer's almost over, so, yeah.
How's the show been for you so far? I know this is your second show, so has it been overwhelming? Has it been good?
It's been great, yeah. No, we have a lot of people coming by the booth. We've seen a lot of people going over to Aputure. It's been really great so far. The turnout's awesome. Yeah.
What I love about Aputure is that it is a easy way for people to get into professional lighting, especially if they're coming from the photo world, because everything's Bowen's mount. And I kind of want to talk to you about how do you describe Chamera to those people who may not know what the company is or what the company does or what the company makes?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're always looking forward to, trying out new products with a lot of our banks, and so I know a lot of our customers already do know about Aputure, and so we kind of just go with what the market's asking us, and so, like creating new products for the P600. We really like working with companies like you guys.
Yeah, so you're in the business of making modifiers. What sort of modifiers do you have for both panel lights and our Bowen's mount lights, like the Aputure lights, like the 600D or the 300D?
Yeah, so especially with the Bowen's mounts, you pretty much can get any of our modifiers to be able to put on them. So that's pretty much anything that you need from, a smaller little pop bank all the way up to some of our bigger octas that we have here, like the 5, and we also got the 7 over there. So can pretty much get the whole gamut for a lot of the Aputure products. For the panel products, we also have some more, specific frames that can fit on there.
Yeah, I think what I like about Chamera too is you don't have to always use Aputure modifiers, because Bowen's mount is such a universal system that there's only so many modifiers that we at Aputure can make. So then we reach out to our friends at Chamera to not only make Bowen's mount modifiers, but also custom modifiers for some lights. Like, for example, we have one here for the 300, the Nova P300C. Could we talk about this a little bit? It's called the Octa Plus.
Yeah. So the Octa Plus, we do have this option for the 600.
This is. Let's see. This is the new 600.
Yeah, so
I just saw it from the side. It was the same skinny profile. Right? No, this is the new 600 that we just released.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
So we have a pop for the 300, and we also have one for the 600. That'll be on the smaller side, and then we have a medium bank that you can also put on the 600, and then this Octa as well. So the medium and this Octa will have the frame that can slide right into the sides on there, and then the pop bank, you can just, we got the elastic straps that just go around the corners. Super easy assembly for all of them, and you guys made it real easy for us to put some of our products on your new fixture.
Yeah, so when you're talking about like the different sizes, how does that relate to like Octa Plus 5? Like what do these numbers mean? How do you determine what size of modifier to get?
Yeah, so if you're looking for something bigger, this is, Octa Plus 5 is the 5 foot. The medium, slightly smaller, you got the square frame for it. And then, the pop bank, slightly smaller, just different setup, but they all have the front screens on them, and work really well with the Aputure to get a nice full soft light look to them.
Speaking of like how to get the soft light, what is this diffusion fabric that's in front?
We do have saline cloth, and all of our materials are made here in the U.S. And then also just everything is assembled over in Erie, Colorado. We get all our materials sourced from the U.S., all manufactured in the U.S., and then, over to you.
We love U.S. manufacturing. That's awesome, because you know that this is going to be like high quality stuff that's going to last you forever, that you can use on not only your Bowen's mount fixtures right now, like obviously this is not Bowen's mount, but the Bowen's mount modifiers that you make, not only on the fixtures right now, but in the fixtures in the future, you can also use it. Speaking of fixtures of the future, we just dropped the announcement for the big 1200D, which to me is insane, because I started working with Aputure when it was the 120D that was announced. So looking forward to the 1200D, what can you tell us about maybe any things we're working on together?
Yeah, no, I mean, with the Bones mount, obviously you're going to be able to use a wide variety of all of our products. But I mean, yeah, with those fixtures with a higher output, really these bigger octas are going to be, it's going to be able to get the most out of the light when you got 1200 watts.
Yeah, for sure. And just FYI, when you buy it, it won't say Chamera perfect lighting right in front. No, it's funny because when I started going to trade shows and I started seeing all the logos, I'm like, am I going to have a logo on my
yeah.
on
Otherwise,
my
everyone
light?
would have a Chamera shadow on them.
Yeah.
It wouldn't quite work as well.
What sets your modifiers apart from others? I mean, obviously, made in the United States, really great quality. What other stuff could you say about like why somebody would want to purchase a Chamera modifier?
Yeah, I mean, we're the industry leader. We have been, since 1980 when, our creators were making mountain gear out in, Boulder, Colorado, and decided to put some of that on a light. And so, you're going to be getting the best quality materials, having it be based on, trying to, set up a tent out in the wild. Yep. We have, all of our stuff lasts, a long time. We got the 1-year warranty. And, you're going to be getting the best product over here with Chamera and made in the U.S., as I mentioned before.
I think the most important thing for me anyway is build quality, because as someone who uses these modifiers, I throw them around, and sometimes it's not me throwing them around, it's my assistants throwing them around. So you want them to last, you want them to be there with you forever, and a lot of times it's gonna be a price versus quality thing. So if you need quality, if you need something to last, maybe you're a rental house, you're a DP that's always shooting, that's always running around, get the best and the best of Chamera.
Yeah, come to us. We're located in Erie, Colorado, just outside of Boulder.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, feel free to contact us with any questions. But we really like working with companies like Aputure.
We love working with you. We're best friends, if you can't tell. Last question, Dylan. Can I get that 6 shirt?
We could hook you up with a few if you really wanted one of these.
Perfect. You heard it. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Wow. Try saying that 5 times fast. That's it for me and Dylan from Cine Gear 2021. It happened. This is an event that happened. I think we should just be thankful for that.
Yeah.
Thank you very
awesome.
much.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
Welcome to Cine Gear Expo 2021. My name is Valentina V, and I'm here with Zach from Core Batteries. Hello.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. A little worn out. It's been a long day, but here we are.
Zach, it's only 11 a.m. What you talking about? Just kidding. It's 5 p.m. over here. Zach, for the people who don't know, explain to us the idea behind your battery system here at Core Batteries.
So we specialize in battery packs that are designed for the cinema industry. Our slogan is, we provide you the power to create, and that goes along with the camera side of things and also lighting as well, and also all the accessories that come along with production.
Core batteries are a favorite of Aputure users, specifically for the 300 models, the 300X, the 300D. Which batteries would you recommend for those? The V mount, the gold mount batteries. Yeah. What's your take? Also, hot take. Which do you prefer, V mount or gold mount?
Wow, I don't know if I can answer that one, but I'm 50-50 on the gold and V. But so we do have a wide variety of batteries for those cameras. I recommend the Neo 150. This can sustain a 12 amp constant draw, and if you throw 2 of these onto the lights, you can get up to 300 watts. We also have a little device, it's called the shark fin, which allows you to double up on the battery packs, so you can get up to 600 watts on a light, which will give you significantly longer run times for longer productions. But we also have a new guy. This one's called the Nano
Oh,
150.
that's cool.
Yeah,
It's tiny.
A little smaller. This one still will deliver 12 amp constant. It's 150 watt hours as well. And then we also have a version of the shark fin that allows you to double up on the battery pack, so you can double or quadruple your runtime.
So what's this called if it's not the shark fin? Because I've seen shark fins. This is a little bit different. This is more of a flat thing.
Right.
Whereas a shark fin's like, here, stick your hand out like that.
Right, yeah. That's correct. So this is, I don't know, we don't have a nickname for it yet. Maybe we can just call it the fin. But it's called the GPTA Micro.
Just rolls off the tongue. So a lot of people don't really, I think, know the power of battery that you really need to power one of these lights.
Right.
So what's like the minimum power, and how is power measured in these batteries?
So there's capacity, and then there's discharge capability. You can have a 98 watt hour battery or a 150 watt hour battery.
And watt hours are for people?
That's the capacity. So that's like your gas tank.
Gotcha.
And then you have amperage, which is kind of like the horsepower. So you can have, same size gas tank, but the more horsepower you have, the more power you can deliver. So, for example, there's a lot of 150 watt hour batteries, but they're only rated for 8 amps or 10 amps. Those batteries are going to burn out a lot faster, especially on a high amperage draw light. So that's why we recommend something that can draw a minimum 12 amps, so you're not going to burn out the battery or the lights.
And I also really like your charging station here for the batteries.
Cool. Yeah.
You can charge 4 at a time.
It charges 4 at a time. Yeah. It's fully simultaneous with 3 amps per channel. That seems to be the safe, kind of the safe charge rate for these battery packs. So, for example, you can charge 4 98 watt hour batteries on here in about 2.5 hours.
Oh, that is fast.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I will say, although I like gold mount, I am biased to V mount just because that is my last name.
Oh, that's right.
But when we're not thinking about gold mount or V mount, these kind of portable batteries, if we want to go for a little bit more power, I know you have a new product.
We sure do.
Here is being demonstrated on our Nova panel.
Yeah.
So what is this, and why would we prefer to use this over something like one of these portable V mount or gold mount batteries?
So this is a, it's called the Maverick. It's a block style battery. It's not exactly portable, so it's something that you would just kind of set.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty portable. Look at this.
It's
like, like making my way downtown with like a boombox.
I mean, if you want to spend 30 minutes here and work out with me, we could do that.
Let's go.
Yeah. But it's a nickel metal hydride battery. So that's kind of the difference. Nickel metal is a heavier battery chemistry compared to a lithium. But the reason why we made it nickel metal is so you can transport it via air. There's a lot of transportation going on, and to transport a lithium battery pack, you need to have a Class 9 certified shipper to do that. With this pack, you don't need that. This guy can deliver 639 watts. It has both 12 volts and 28 volt outputs, which both can deliver 20 amps out. So it's a very beefy system. The cells that we're using are made by a manufacturer in Japan. And the main application that's used for these types of cells is actually infrastructure and railway systems.
Oh, wow.
So our idea is, if it's good enough to power a power grid or a train station, it's definitely good enough to power something on a cinema set. So these cells are probably the most robust cells in the industry.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, block batteries, this is what the DC input is on the back of these units. So you have the AC, that's going to be your house power, and then you have your DC, which something like this is a great solution for.
Yeah.
What other Aputure products would you recommend this type of battery for?
So anything that can take a 28 volt or even a 4 volt. So, the 300s, the Novas.
The new 600C is a great option as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
And also the newly dropped 1200D does have 2 DC ins, so this could be a great solution.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much for walking us through. If you ever have any doubt about, hey, which battery should I use with my Aputure lights, we love Core. Core is a great partner for us, so Core is definitely going to work. It's Aputure approved. So thank you so much, Zach.
Thanks so much.
My name is Valentina V, and welcome to Cine Gear 2021. I'm here at the Filmtools booth with Joe. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing great. Great show. Much better turnout than we expected, and we're excited to be here with you.
Yeah, we're being safe, and we're just having fun. And I actually really like your setup. You have a little scene set up here. You got raffle tickets?
We do have raffle tickets. We have a raffle going on, so if you want to stop on by, get your tickets, drop them off at the Filmtools store, and be entered to qualify to get a bunch of cool prizes.
Wait, so you get the raffle ticket, and then you make your way, mosey on over to the Filmtools store. Where is the Filmtools store?
Filmtools store is over in Burbank. It's maybe a 20-minute drive up the freeway.
Okay.
So it's close by. Really cool. We just redid the whole store, so we got a cyc wall and some really cool setups there that you can come by and check out. Plus, we have some specials going on for Cine Gear.
See, this is dangerous because I just went to Filmtools a few weeks ago, and I was literally there. I was like, I'm going to get some clamps. I think I was looking for another Cardellini clamp. I was like, I'm just going to get this clamp, end jaw, be done with it. And then I see that you had one of those like fold-out Matthews hi-hats that I've always wanted. Mm-hmm. So I ended up spending $500 at the Filmtools store.
That's amazing.
It's dangerous. You did just recently redo the whole thing, so it's like brand new.
Yes, that's right.
My favorite thing is the tape wall.
The tape wall is beautiful, actually. It's color kind of coordinated, and it's really nice. So come check it out. And yeah, it is like a toy store for filmmakers. So when you come through, you'll inevitably end up walking out with more stuff than you anticipated.
Yeah, it's like my Target,
yeah,
but much more expensive. Speaking of the stuff that you sell at the store, I know that you sell a bunch of Aputure gear,
right.
And we have some examples here. We have the Amaran 200X, we have the newly released P600C, and then we got that 600X Pro over there through the window. Joe, why these? Why'd you pull these out to show?
Well, Aputure honestly is giving you the best bang for your buck. It is the best quality products at a price that everybody can, attain and get.
I did not pay him to say that. He knows.
The great thing that I love about Aputure, because I'm an Aputure user myself, is the Sidus Link app, and you are able to control that and this with Sidus Link.
And this.
And the little Amaran. And the Amaran, at the price point, it's incredible. There's nothing else putting that kind of power out for that kind of money. So it's great.
I use the Amarans when UCLA Gymnastics did their big intro video. They're like huge gymnastics team. I just used Amarans on the whole thing. And people couldn't tell. People were like, "What did you use? 300Xs? Did you use 600s?" I'm like, "No, I used these guys."
Yeah.
The X specifically, it is by color. And for those of you who may not be looking at maybe you're a social media creator, maybe you're a creator who does like one-man band type stuff, maybe you're somebody who wants like a 3-light kit, but you have the budget of a 1-light kit, this is a very, very good option.
Yeah, and it's compact, it's much easier to tote, and if you do want to do a 3-light setup, very easy for one person to manage all of that.
And it's plastic, so it's very lightweight. So if you travel a lot, this is a very good situation. Like, say you need a good little interview kit, this is perfect.
Absolutely.
What about the 600? Because it got announced recently.
Very
So
recently.
a lot of us haven't been able to play with it.
Yep.
I've played with the original Nova, its little brother.
Yep.
But what do you think of this one?
Well, I love this one. It's only slightly larger than the 300C. One of the coolest things is you don't need this cable from the controller to the light itself.
Yeah, we can actually show that. We can show it because the control box on the back,
there you go,
it actually has pins on it. So if you take it off, right here you can see the pins. And a lot of people don't realize why that's amazing. Do you want to talk about why that's so useful?
Quicker to set up, less cable management, and as long as you get your Sidus Link app to control the light, you really don't need to run this cable down here, get a clamp to mount the controller. So it's just much more convenient, and the light itself has 4 kind of panels of LEDs where you can do effects that are very very efficient, very nice, and it's a great addition. And for the price, I mean, it's killing the bigger name things with output at half the price basically. So
yeah, especially if you have some sort of like studio, so you have a cyc wall and you want to set up lights on there and you want that cyc wall to have all sorts of colors. At the end of the day, buying like 4 or 5 of these, putting them around a cyc wall is going to save you a lot of money compared to some other names.
Yeah.
And you're going to have that full RGB WW spread. So I love this light. I want this light. Maybe I'll pick up this light at Filmtools. Who knows?
Yeah, come on by. We will have them as soon as they're ready to ship.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that last one. You got the 600X going through the window here, giving us a little bit of, you know what? I'm going to say this looks less like daylight and more like a lamp outside the window, like a little night scene.
Yeah, it's, we're just trying to emulate different effects. And the great thing, like I said, it's Sidus Link controllable, so we can actually change the color of the light on the fly, and go daylight, tungsten, or anywhere in between.
For those who don't know, Sidus Link is a free app. It's both iOS and Android, and you can control all these lights via Bluetooth. And it is really, really interesting because depending on the light, it controls different things.
Correct.
So the X, for example, you can control not only intensity, but you can also control color temperature, and it has a bunch of effects built in, like paparazzi mode, like fireworks mode. And then with something like the panel that we showed, the 600C, because it's C, so it's color temperature controlled. So not only color temperature, but also RGB WW. So it's like HSI mode, RGB mode, all sorts of other effects like cop car in Europe, all sorts of things.
One of my favorite things, I was actually doing the music video shoot with one of my friends who's swinging by the booth later. We had some lights inside of this studio that we rented out, and we could just point that app, color match. You pick the color on the app. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it matches immediately whatever ambient light or accent lights are in the scene.
Oh yeah, it's really awesome. It has, so that's the color picker.
That's right.
So like, say I want to pick this red logo. By the way, look at his shirt. Can you give us like a full around? Let's take a look. I mean, come on. He told me he didn't want to clip his badge to it because the shirt is too precious. So he's got a necklace going on. But you can color pick a color and it'll turn that color, but it also has source match. So say you have a street light that's like sodium vapor, you can just aim it, source match it, and then the light becomes the same as that source instantly.
It's amazing.
Or
and
for
if
music,
you haven't tried it.
For music videos, there's also magic programs. So say you want to program the light to change different colors or intensities throughout the song, you can do that too, and it saves it in its memory. So having an app just opens up a whole world of possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's the game changer. That's why I'm in the ecosystem of Aputure. There's nothing else like it on the market. And I mean, for the price of the lights and the fact that the app's free, there's really no reason to get into it. And it controls everything from your little MCs to, the big, now 600 Nova panel. So it's great.
Yeah, well, you heard it here. Filmtools in Burbank. Go check them out, especially if you live in LA. A lot of times the bigger vendors, the online vendors, are probably not going to have everything as in stock as Filmtools is. So Filmtools is actually my go-to.
That's right.
When people are like, hey, I want so-and-so light, I can't get it, and I'm like, have you checked Filmtools? And it's usually there.
We do a good job of keeping that inventory there. So
yeah, so support your local vendors, support Filmtools.
Come on through.
Come on through. Come on through to the convention center. Enter the raffle. Go to Filmtools. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you, Valentine. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And signing off. Cinegear. My name is Valentina V, coming to you from Cinegear 2021. I'm here from Hisong from Gen Energy. 안녕하세요, 이성씨.
Oh, 안녕하세요. Hello. I didn't know you
He
speak
didn't know
Korean.
I spoke Korean.
Oh, a surprise.
Well, I just wanted to catch you unawares on
right.
camera.
Oh, okay.
So talk to us about Gen Energy, and specifically, we're from Aputure, and you have some interesting solutions
Yes.
for powering Aputure lights.
Yes.
We have one here,
Yeah.
the Monster.
So this is PV48 power distributor along with the 2 batteries which called Monster. One single battery 390 watt hour. So this total kit is 48 volt Monster kit. So basically it goes to 48 volt DC in to Aputure 600X. So it's gonna hot 600X Pro about like a 1 hour at 100% brightness. So this is the only solution. Runs off 2 batteries.
Yeah.
2 battery running on 600 also Nova 600C, the new product.
Which we have over here.
Congratulations.
You can show it
And
right now.
also 300D. So every 300 line will have about 1 hour at 100% brightness. We are the only one.
Yeah, a lot of people always wonder, if you don't have AC power, how do you power these high power lights? So they have DC in, and that's what we're tapping into here, the direct current that's going in there.
Yes.
Now, what makes the Gen Energy batteries different from other manufacturer batteries? What is the nuance?
There's a whole lot of things I talk about. It takes a lot of time, but make it short. We have 3 main key features that none of battery company has. The one is U.S. military drop test. So we are the only one certified by U.S. mil spec.
Wow.
And then second, we are the only one built in inside short out proof. So sometimes like plus minus messed up, it'll short out, but our product will prevent it.
Yeah, short proof. That's awesome.
Short proof.
Yeah.
Actually, there's another one.
Right.
Lowest impedance. Impedance means like a high temperature. We are the lowest temperature PCB design. There's no cable inside. So I mean that's electric device. So we need a cable transmit plus minus, but we don't use cable because cable making heat is not good.
Yeah.
So.
It's basically, you want to have the least amounts of things that can go wrong, especially when you're on set, you're swapping batteries all the time. It's like a high pressure situation. You may drop the battery. Like, you want to have the fewest points of error, essentially.
Yeah.
So this is really cool. Something else that these Gen Energy Monster batteries that I noticed is they're also DTAP and USB in there. So if you need it, just in case, if you're not powering a big light, but say you're powering your camera or you just want to like charge your phone off of it, you can do that too. So it's multi-use.
Yeah, definitely. That's really useful. We have a 2D tap and one USB. One of the best thing about this Monster battery, from one single DTAP, you can draw 12 amps.
Oh, that's great.
That means, okay, we're talking about the minimum voltage. 12 volt multiply 12 amps equal 144 watt minimum. That means you can have 144 watt lighting with from single DTAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power.
That's the only one.
And speaking of amperage, your batteries sort of, they prioritize amperage over voltage. And I think a lot of people may be confused between that. So let's get into that. Let's explain that a little bit.
Okay, so here we have to think about the calculation, right? So basically, I mean, people know amps. Somebody know, actually I didn't know in the first time, but amps multiply volt is watt. So that means, I mean, we have like 26 amps, and this is regular 12 volt minimum. So 26 multiplied 12 is like about over 300. So along with the PB48 drill speeder, it come together, it go up to 650 watt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other company, they using 26 volt and 12 amps, which is a normal amps.
Right.
But the thing, when you're raising up the volt, normally voltage is not stable. Voltage is fluctuating when time change. And it's not stable. And then on top of it, you cannot utilize this Monster battery, which is V-mount. You want to use this battery on any cameras and light, which is 14.4 volt. But if this is 26 volt, you cannot use it because different volt, it's going to blow out the system.
Yeah.
So we chose raise up the amps instead of volt, which is a more difficult technology.
So for all you math heads out there, A times V equals W.
Yeah.
And then times 2.
Yeah.
So I also noticed, so it says shockproof, shortproof. What about the durability of these batteries?
Okay.
Like how heavy duty are they? I can hold your I can hold your mic.
Let me show you the drop test. So we are the only one, I said, passed the US drop test, right?
Yeah.
So this one. Okay. So
that sounds like something I would do. Because I'm a clumsy girl.
Yeah, US Mill agent, they very strict.
Yeah.
So they let me drop from, the standard is 1.2 foot high, drop 26 times. Because face edge, point.
Yeah.
So altogether 26 times. It's very strict.
Got it.
So we are the only one pass. That's why we got the drop proof.
Isung, can I drop it?
Yeah.
It sounds like fun to me. Okay, ready?
You can hide. Oh. Pay for it.
Okay, how much?
Okay, so this is drop, and I'll show you the chauffeur.
Okay. I love how they have all these demonstrations here. This is really cool.
So trust me, I mean, it happens at the set.
Yeah.
Because a lot of like shootout happens. Because I mean, some people they don't know about plus minus, and this
And
one
they mix it up. Yeah,
mix
even
it
though
up.
it has a curve, so
Yeah.
technically you should know how to put it in.
sometimes they
Yeah.
just push it in. They have strong arm, right? And then sometimes the cable, they have like kind of defect, or as time goes by, the cable, the skin peeling off, and they plus
Yeah.
minus, they touch each
They
other.
touch each other.
It's gonna bump.
Yeah.
So let me do intentionally mess it up this. So this is plus minus. I'll do like this, right? So this is other battery. You already smell something burn inside. It's gone, and your Aputure 600X or Nova 600, maybe power board and some part is broken.
Yep.
So you gotta get it repaired.
Yep.
But because of you using Gen Energy, you save every your valuable investment. So you see the red light?
I do see it, yeah.
The red light.
Mhm.
So red light means the inside.
You can see all the power cells. Wow.
This guy,
Yeah.
this is our design. This guy, MCU, micro control unit. They detect the high current. They cut the power before high current going outside your 600X.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
the design. That's why they show the red light, and your customer and your crew don't get panic. Just let them push and hold
And there you go.
5 seconds.
So that's both the indicator for that, and also it's how much juice you have left
Yes,
in the
and then
battery as well.
reset.
Yeah.
Function. Just pushing button.
Yeah.
So now it's blue. It's back to life.
Wow, that's really impressive. I actually learned a few things that I didn't know about this either.
And then the last one, the lowest impedance, because I'm not gonna show the other brand, but this is other brand.
Okay.
See the cables, right?
Yeah.
And then glue and tape get together. This is not good for the high performance.
No.
I don't blame cable, because cable making transmitting plus minus. I mean, this is an electric device, but we don't use cable. Cable making hit, that's not good. So we found out nickel plate, they transmit plus minus. So we found premium Japanese nickel plate. So top and bottom, they transmit plus
Nickel plate.
minus.
Wow.
So we remove cable now. So when we test with the Aputure 300D with Gen Energy battery, and there's other batteries, after fully discharged 1 hour 15 minutes, and then we check the temperature here with the flow gun, our is 68 degree, and the other battery is 88 degree.
That's the temperature of that.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. So
Near the
20,
contacts.
20 degree difference is it's huge.
It is huge.
It's like a summer and winter, maybe.
Yeah.
It's 20 degrees, really huge. That's why our is very high performance on the set.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you need a battery that is durable so that you don't lose your investment in your battery, and also short proof so you don't lose the investment in the light, then definitely look into Gen Energy. If people want to learn more, where can they get more information about this?
Yeah, you can go to genenergyusa.com, or I mean, there's a contact number and info@genenergyusa.com.
Okay.
Yeah, just contact us and we'll give all the information you want.
Well, 너무너무 감사합니다,
네,
이승
너무
씨.
감사합니다, 발렌타나 씨.
And this is us from Cinegear 2021. Thank you very much.